Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blends 3D car creation channel. This episode is another on the tutorial series of the Star Gordon Bennett 1905 racer. In the last episode I started doing the chassis, but I broke my own rules really. I didn't do enough research before I started looking at it. So what I thought I'd do is run through the images that I've got. I'll leave the images up for a few seconds each so you can do screen grabs, so if you can't find these images that you've got them, and then I'll be describing what is happening with the chassis and what I intend to do with it. It's a little bit more involved than I thought, and it's a channel and not a box section and all those little intricacies. Anyway, that's the first photo. So I'll leave these up on the screen so you can just for a few seconds, so you can do a screen grab if you want to. But there's quite a bit of detail on some of these. As you can see, the chassis at the back here is a lot thinner than at the side, and that's better displayed in this image. That is much of a shorter distance than that, and then it tapers and curves at the front there, and we've got this bend here which allows us to put the springs on. So there's this image which gives a bit of detail of the side, now it kinks in, and also of the front, how it bends around, and there's the telltale channel side there, so it's three-sided chassis. There's a good side image showing the interior and how, when they're basically wooden planks that are screwed into to form the floor. That's quite a good image actually, because it shows us how high the floor goes. Good side view showing us and that shows the shape of the engine shroud that goes underneath the body to protect the engine and the transmission. There's a good front view. What I'll do is, so this shows how the chassis comes around here, bends down, and again it's pinned in here, and then there's the springs. But this gives a great view of the workings between the wheels. This one gives likewise views on the back. Look, so there's the springs, there's the chassis coming round and down, so it sort of comes round and down and out a little bit, so we'll try to capture that. Oops. Another view of that. Another view internally, so that the floor stops there on this, but it goes up to around here to under the steering wheel on this one. So I'll just magnify that a little bit so people can grab that. It's good detail actually. It's showing the accelerator, the brake and the clutch pedals. Now these cars, when you drove them, you had to double declutch like a modern car with synchro mesh, you press the clutch once and it engages. With these, when you're driving them, you have to depress it fully twice. But this gives great views on wing mirrors and all the little gadgets within the dashboard, if you could call it a dashboard. I will be modelling the wood, the boxes and all that sort of stuff. Okay. There's a good view of the engine. It shows little bits and pieces of the engine, wiring as it goes through, that sort of thing. What have we got here? Got another detailed view of this. This engine's even got a starting handle. This car. So look, there's the shroud again that goes underneath and along the bottom, so we can model that. Oops, let's get back to that. Great views. Even better view of that shroud. And I like the way that the starting handle's left on while they drive it. Brilliant. I'll magnify this one just a little bit so you can grab that. And that. This is a good one. That really shows the shape of the chassis here. So that's a good one. Likewise that. I think we've seen that one and that one. This is a good one I found. It shows the engine and transmission, and when I get to model that, I will model all this at some point, but it's just great views on that, and that's an original old photograph. Likewise this, more of a details of the engine. And that's the Gordon Bennett plaque, 1904. This is a great image. This shows great details. That shows that's a good image. So all of these, it's basically I think there's one car in existence. But this, look at the drive. All little bits on here, it's amazing what you can get to model on this. There's still quite a lot to do on it. Just a style emblem. This is the good one I found. This is probably one of the best chassis pictures, because you can see all the can see the shape of the chassis and all the holes. I might model a few of the holes in just to give it a bit more realism, but there you can see how the engine fitted into the chassis. And we've got some cross bracing here. So they are good details. That we've seen, and that's it. That's all of it. So just before I close up on this, I'll start the process. So this is how we'd left it. In essence, all we need is the top faces. So all that modelling yesterday was in vain, but there you go, you live and learn. So I'm going to go into face mode. Yeah, go into face mode, and I'm going to grab all these. Grab all these, not that one, so Control Z, get rid of that. Grab all these faces. Okay, so we've got all those faces. And we want these, so I don't want to get rid of these yet. So I'm just going to press L, probably just on one of them. So hover the mouse over the thing, press L, and grab that. I'm not too worried about the rest of it. Right, so from there, all we do is press Control and I, which inverses the rest of the selection. Okay, so inverses selection and hides the selection. So select everything, press Control I, and then just simply press X and delete the vertices, which is left us, right, okay. Press Control Z, so X and these are the faces, no, Control Z. Got it, yeah, got you. Right, okay. So I've got all the faces selected. What I want to do is unselect that line. So I can Alt Shift and that's better. So Alt Shift and left mouse button. Do the same for the bottom line. Alt Shift. So we've deselected that. Now if I press X and delete vertices, it's okay, I can live with that. So this needs to thin down anyway, so I'm not fussed about that. Going to face select mode. X faces, right, that's good. So X faces. So select these now. So hold the shift key, just range all the way down. X and faces. So it's left us with a bit of a, so if I turn the turn the subdivision modifier off, it's left us with a little bit of a thing. Let's have a look, see where we are. Let's navigate to it. So it's left this in here, so select that, X, delete that face. Okay, so we need to face this up, so press that. F. We don't need this. So now I'll press L to highlight just that bit and press X. We'll just click each individual one. So, there we go. So that's the start of it anyway. Okay, so we'll leave this episode where it is. This was mainly just to talk about the chassis, but I thought I'd sort of carry it on a little bit. Looks like we need to get rid of this as well before we go. So go into face mode. Where are we? How far down are we? Yeah, we want to get all rid of that, all that inner one. So press Control. Don't know where it ends there. So press Control, click on that one, and press X and delete that. So what I'm going to do is leave you with this. So from the front view, just do a screenshot. So put the blueprints, I think we're in, right, let's go into object mode. Yeah, press the /, get this back. So what do we need to hide? Not the blueprints. So we're going to hide the bonnet. Right, so we've just got the chassis. Z, go into wireframe mode. Okay, right. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, let's add this original one. That's misleading. Right. So you want to take a screenshot of that, and that's the front view. And that, which is the rear view, and that, which is the top view. Okay, if you take screenshots of all those, you'll be where I am with this. Okay, thanks for watching. I think this episode was about me explaining to you what research you need to do before you start modelling. As I said, I broke my my usual rule, but anyway, it was good in a way because I can explain to you what the pitfalls of trying to model without looking at the detail properly. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.